I mean, the whole thing is like, you can be a nerd about anything.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Nerdvana Podcast. I'm your host, Terrell, with my co-host, Gianni.
What's up, guys?
What's up? How you been doing this fine
Fucking about to pull my damn hair out playing Elden Ring Nightreign.
Elden Ring Nightreign. Oh, shit. That came out,
Yeah.
didn't it? Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
so-
The new Elden
yeah.
Ring. It's not... Okay, so Elden Ring, if you guys don't know, is from Software. They made Dark Souls game, practically the Dark Souls game, so it's notoriously difficult and notoriously hard. Nightreign is not a DLC. It's still attached to Elden Ring in a sense, but it's its own thing. And we've been playing that, and it's really, goddamn, that shit is fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Listen, just like with any From Software game, day one, there are people that are like fucking soloing, playing that shit on a fucking Guitar Hero fucking keyboard, fucking with their feet and shit. Like,
Blindfolded, backwards, upside down.
yeah, like day one, people
Yeah.
are playing, like beating the bosses on a fucking keyboard, like on piano shit. Like, listen, we're not like that. I would say we're pretty like I would think I'm an intermediate like player. I think that like listen, full transparency, I've only ever played Elden Ring.
That is true.
I've played Elden Ring, I've
Elden
played
Ring.
Shadow of the Erdtree, I've only played that. Some people are like, oh, if you're not a real From Software fan, you haven't played all the Dark Souls games, all the fucking Sekiro games. Like, listen, I just play Elden Ring. It's the one that gripped me the most. I do want to kind of get into Sekiro and Dark Souls, but again, it's like, to me, Elden Ring, I think, is the most new player friendly, and that's saying a lot because I mean, most of their games are not new player friendly.
With me, I think my first one was Dark Souls 3. I played some of Bloodborne, and then I've played Elden Ring. Never finished Elden Ring. It's one of those things that I think I dropped it for a while, and then when I try to pick it back up, I'm like, where the fuck am I even at? So I kind of just ended up dropping it again. But I would say Elden Ring is probably the hardest Souls game is your first Souls game. I think that's just a fact.
Yeah.
The hardest one will always be the first one. After that, it's going to be kind of easy. Because again, my first one was Dark Souls 3. And going into Dark Souls 3 into Bloodborne, I kind of thought Bloodborne was on the easier side. Even though people always told me like Bloodborne is like hard. But like again, playing Dark Souls 3 kind of prepares you. So, but I think that's a big difference between this and the other games. Because this is multiplayer.
Yeah. So Nightreign, the way it works, it's a multiplayer roguelike kind of experience. It's a 3 people co-op, or you can play solo, which again I don't recommend. The game's made to be played with 3 players.
It's a 3-player game.
Yeah, 3-player co-op experience. You drop into a world a la Fortnite, a la any fucking battle royale type shit.
Circle closing in slowly but surely.
Yeah. You drop in, you find loot, you beat bosses until you get to the end of the day. There's 3 days. Day 1, you beat a boss. You get buffs, and then you keep trying to find good loot until you eventually get to day 3, which where you fight a Night Lord, which are these games, pretty much it's their bosses. It's their like big bosses. It's the one that again, like I think I lost years off my life trying to beat some of these guys. I mean,
they're all I think unique to Nightreign. They're kind of like, from what I heard, like some like references from previous Souls games. Like the second boss is I think from the second or third boss. Maybe the first Dark Souls, actually. That weird hippopotamus fucking vulture looking thing. I will say the hardest, that first boss, man, I think that's the biggest problem. I don't know if it's a problem, but I think some people do love about them, is that they don't explain nothing. You are dropped in the middle of the fucking, you either sink or you swim in this bitch. And we were doing a lot of sinking. We were doing a lot of sinking.
So again, people will say like, "Oh, I beat that fucking boss my 3rd or 4th try." Listen, that wasn't me. That wasn't us. Again, playing with 3 players, you have to rely on each other a lot. You have to work together. You have to. I do love all the Nightfarers. We have there's 8 at launch.
8 at launch. Good.
There's only 6 when you boot up the game. You have to do some shit to get the other 2.
Again, they never tell you what to do. You got to figure that shit out on your own.
They're pretty easy though. Like once you know how to get them, it's pretty easy. Like it's not like some complicated ass fucking thing to get them. I feel like you do one YouTube search, you can get all 8 within your first couple hours of playing. So listen, there's the
Revenant.
There's default one, the Wilder, which I think is a pretty default strength build. There's the Guardian, the bird. There's the Raider. Yeah, Iron Eye, the fucking Legolas, the Archer, which I fucking play a lot. There's Revenant. There's the Duchess. There's your favorite Executor, which is like the Sekiro type
Apparently,
shit
yeah,
character.
I never play again. This is making me want to play Sekiro because apparently they said it's a very Sekiro build. So it's like he is fun as fuck to play. He's like the katana wielding, blade parrying guy. It's amazing. We have that the recluse.
The mage build, the mage build.
You say the Guardian?
I think that's it. I think we got all 8. Yeah. I mean, you're playing Executor. I've been experimenting a bit with the Iron Eye, with Raider, with the Recluse. But then again, the thing about this game is if you've played Elden Ring and if you played Shadow of the Erdtree, you'll love this game.
Okay.
If you jump into this shit never playing Elden Ring, it's going to be a rough ride for you.
Well, you're saying it's not for casual fans? We gatekeeping here?
I would say this. I would say that if you're willing to put in the time to go to the training ground, because again, they have a new hub. It's called the Round Table Hold, but they've reworked it completely. It's not at all like it was in Elden Ring.
It's just a little hangout area, your little home base.
It's completely reworked. There is now a training ground where you can go and equip all the weapons that are in the world. You can equip them. You can experiment with them. You have a training dummy, which is, I wish there was more variety of training dummies.
Yeah,
but again, there's only
different
one
type of enemies. Because it gets to a point where, with me, the pairing mechanic, I have the pairing mechanic down to a T when it comes to the training dummy. But again, the training dummy is a training dummy. I wish we could at least exchange from different enemies to different bosses. Maybe not. I understand bosses, but at least switch to different enemies.
So, again, From Software, notoriously hard. I would say this game does not hold your hand at all. You're expected to either sink or swim. But again, it is nice that you can go to the training ground, look at these weapons, see what they scale with, look at what your build scales with. Again, they give you all this information, but you have to look for it.
Yeah, you do.
It's not like they're holding your hand. You have to look for it. You have to know what your builds, do. Fextralight does great tutorials on builds for all the other all the Nightfarers in the game. He also does best kind of builds, best kind of ways to beat the bosses.
I mean, that's very the company. I mean, I'd say most of the fans, 90%, 99% of them probably know the story and lore through YouTube videos because they do not tell you anything. I shit you not. You can play every single Souls-like game from them, and a story. Yeah, there is a story. There's an amazing story, but you have to either read shit ton of codexes or watch 6 to 7 hour lore dumping and explanation videos, which I have done a few times, and it goes crazy.
Yeah, I will say once you do look into the lore, it's a bit almost
phenomenal.
it's like Warhammer-ish. You feel like you're discovering this world. Again, it feels like oh, so that's why he's missing an arm. Okay, so that's why he's this. Again, it's it brings out a bit of the nerd in me where it's I have to do all this reading to find out the lore, but once I know the lore, it makes me appreciate the story so much more.
Even better. Yeah, 100%.
So it's again, I don't, From Software's approach of telling narratives, I think it works for them.
Yeah,
it's not typical.
If you want to find it, it's there for you. If you just want to beat bosses, you can just beat bosses and just
I beat all the bosses again, not knowing shit about them. Exactly. I didn't give a fuck. Everyone getting smoked. I don't give a fuck what. I don't care. But again, these bosses though, they're called Night Lords. There's 7 of them at launch. I'm hoping that From Software uses this as their version of a live service game, because we've been talking about some of the pros. We can get to some of the cons right now. For a multiplayer game, not having voice chat is kind of crazy.
It's not having voice chat, no crossplay, and it's also the fact that if we me and you were playing and we matched with a random, we have the random's really good, he helps us, but then you have to go jump to 3 hoops just to add him as a friend, which is very odd to me. It's why
I wish
can't
there
you
was just a replay with the same group,
exactly.
or add to group.
There's they've always been so against multiplayer, because even in the previous games, Dark Souls 3, that whole invasion shit, it was fun, but it was so bare bone. And and considering this is literally an only multiplayer game, I was hoping they would add some more fucking heft to it. It really is just nothing.
Because that was the excuse that people were giving for Elden Ring and all the other From Software multiplayer aspects. Well, it's not meant to be played multiplayer. It's meant to be played single player.
Well, this is meant to be multiplayer, so let's get this multiplayer fixed.
I think with me, it comes down to just I guess all Eastern companies are like that. Again, Nintendo's like that.
Nintendo's
a lot of JRPGs.
Like that, yeah.
Monster, even Monster Hunter, fucking getting with friends is so fucking annoying and inconvenient.
That's the new Monster Hunter Wilds. I don't think they even have game chat. They don't. I don't think game chat is not really.
Again,
a thing.
listen. if you have 2 friends to play with, you won't run into these problems. But again,
Yeah,
there's no
100%.
duos. There's
No
no duos. There's trios and solos. Again, if you have 3 people, I guess these problems don't affect you. But again, I don't feel like companies should make games for people who have, friends to play with. I feel like that's kind of arrogant.
100%. Yeah.
Well, you should, 'cause I remember back in the day, Microsoft, I remember when Halo Guardians came out, they were like, they got rid of co-op, like split screen co-op.
They did?
For the first time ever in Halo. And the fucking executive came out and said, it's just so inconvenient for people in their everyday lives to be expected to come over and play games with each other. And it's like, what? Again,
fuck it, I guess. Yeah, fuck having friends and fuck having human connection.
Again, they want you to buy other copies and buy more of this and buy more of that. But that was split screen co-op. Again, this game, I feel like for being multiplayer, is lacking a lot of multiplayer features. Again, no voice chat, no text chat, the pinging system. I feel like is very, very bare bones. That's
all you have. It's ping.
You can ping a icon, but you can't ping loot. You can't ping this. Again, they need to adapt the Apex like pinging.
Yes, you ping the loot and you can see exactly on screen what your fucking person is playing. It baffles me how little that comes. But also, I also think the loot in and of itself is
RNG.
The RNG is bad. I think we go to like 3 or 4 expeditions where you get absolutely fucking nothing sometimes, and then the shit you do get isn't really all that nice or fancy. The weapons like the weapons, shields, and all that stuff, the benefits you get from some of them aren't even that cool. It's like, okay, you get 3% stamina boost and that's it. Like, it's so boring to me.
I would say, because like I can already hear people saying like, well, that's because you don't beat the really, really hard bosses. And again, it's like, I think, listen, there is good loot in this game. And again, it is from software. They don't want to hold your hand and make it too easy. But I think that this game was clearly marketed for like more casual players. I mean, the movement in this game is so much faster. The pace of this game is so much faster than any other from software game.
It's definitely something I had to get used to. It's kind of like breakneck speed because did we explain the game mechanics of how it actually works, like the 3-day cycle? I don't think we did.
Yeah. I mean, I know. Yeah, but again, they've added a new feature now. You can now sprint really fucking fast.
Yeah, you can.
You can now a new climbing mechanic. You can like fucking like double jump up walls and shit now.
No fall damage at all. You can just jump.
No fall damage, which is cool. I think that some people have called it an asset transfer, like an asset flip, because there are a lot of enemies. If you played Elden Ring, you will recognize a lot of these enemies. There are some enemies that are from Dark Souls. There are some enemies that again are from I don't know if there's any from Bloodborne, but I know there are some reused bosses from Dark Souls. Like the Nameless King is a big one that they advertised a lot.
Oh yeah, he is in that shit. Yeah, it's very cool. Oh, let's see. What else?
I think while playing the game though, I find that my biggest problem with it again is the lack of pinging, because a lot of my biggest issue with the loot isn't that it's not always good, it's that it's completely useless. Because you'll go into a world with no mages, with no fucking FP builds, and all you'll get is FP buffs, fucking staff drops, fucking. I feel like, listen, I'm not saying the loot should be tailored.
Yeah, catered towards us every time.
But I wouldn't say it doesn't need to be every time, but it would be nice after 4 bosses. Again, you can get 1 katana, or you can get 1 great hammer, you can get 1 fucking thing to fit your build.
Yeah.
Because, again, there's no loot ping. So again, I will find a nice staff for our mage, but there's no way for me to tell them, yo, here's a staff, drop it. Again, you have to spin around and just get their attention.
And again, fucking showballs like
the talismans
right here.
Talismans. Some of the talismans are not good for my build. They're great for like mages, or they're great for like bleed builds like yours.
I think that's what confuses me most, because sometimes when you kill a boss, it drops like an orb. So that means it gives you 3 options, 3 loot picks.
Yes.
And most of the time, those 3 options are more catered to my people I'm playing with. But with the lack of a communication, I can't ask them which one works best for them. I guess if it's us 2, okay, it works perfect. Oh, you need this? Okay, you need this? Okay, let's trade. But again, if I'm playing by myself with randoms, there's no way of asking what you guys need. So then why are we given loot that isn't at all related to our playstyle?
Listen, I don't care what nobody says. A game should be catered to play with randoms because that's just the most realistic thing.
Yeah,
Again,
exactly.
Especially as adults, like getting two people to play something at the same time is hard.
It is
you know,
hard.
it's like people have jobs, people have lives. Like fuck, dude. Not everyone has the time to commit fucking 6 hours of their day to fucking play and grind through Elden Ring. Like,
yeah, considering one run takes an hour on usually. Let's be real.
That is fun. I do think that like the runs again, but all that just to lose to the final boss. Again, the final boss. Once you lose, you got to go all the way back and start all
that
over.
Preparation. Okay, let's explain how the game in and of itself works. So you know, 3 people, and you pretty much dropped in Fortnite style, fucking hover gliding.
Yeah, with like these spectral
birds.
hawks.
Yeah, and then you drop, you know, and then the game is set up in 2 days. And I guess, I don't even know, like it's like a 10-minute timer each ring. So the circle closes and then it gets to a point of a boss. You fight the boss, you move on to day 2. Day 2, the map reopens again. You get to, you know, survey, get more loot.
There are new bosses. There are new bosses now that drop.
Well,
yeah,
that too. And then for day 2 comes, we fight the final boss. And then instead of exploring more, you go straight to the final day 3 boss, and that is the boss that pretty much gets most people. All in all, the mini bosses, once you get the hang of them, you get the hang of them. It's like a dance, song and dance, boom, 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 they're dead. Cool. But the final boss be on some fucking bullshit sometimes, and that is the most annoying part. Some of our best runs and some of the best loot we get, and then we get fucking dogged on like 2 seconds in the boss, and then all that shit's for fucking nothing. It's like, okay, cool.
I remember my first ever time beating the dog. Yeah. I had a guy who was level 5 all the way up into day 3, where he finally leveled up to he finally goes like, oh wait, I should get a level up now.
Yeah.
Went to level 10, and then we went in there again. It's like, it's the runs where you're just like, it feels like that fucking underdog shit. You're like, listen, guys. Listen, guys. Dream big. Shoot for the stars. And again, you just fucking, I don't know, man. When we finally won, like beat the boss, because I beat it with my girlfriend, and you finally beat it with, you finally beat it with me and a random.
Yeah, that shit was...
Some guy named Waka Flocka.
Waka Flocka, bro. Pulled up with the fucking bow and arrow. Foom, foom. Clutch, bro. It took us about 10. I'll be honest with you. I think I looked at the expedition time. It took me 10 hours to finally beat the first boss of the game. 10 hours, bro.
Which again, some people will be like, it took me like my first try or 3 hours.
2 hours. Like, okay, cool.
Again, cool. Good for you, man.
For you,
great
man.
for you. I wish I did it in 3 hours. Fuck, dude.
Great.
I wish I did it in 3 hours. Fuck, dude. It was 10 hours to beat that shit. But it does feel like that first boss is kind of like Margit in Elden Ring. It's like your first big boss, and then once you beat that boss, the entire game opens up. Literally, it's like the tutorial. Like once you beat that first Night Lord, the entire game opens up. Then you can have all access to all 6 other bosses. After you beat a second boss, you can finally unlock your skins. So it's
which is a good incentive. I do like this. I do like the barrier of the first boss seeming. Again, even the bosses beforehand, like the pre-bosses before the main boss fight on the first run expedition, is harder than the second one, because I really feel like the second one isn't as hard as the first one was. So I do think the whole like level of like, you do need to actually learn the game and actually be in a sense competent. You can't accidentally beat the first boss. You could maybe with the second one, but this one you need to be on your P's and Q's. You need to dodge perfectly. But that's also one thing I don't like about the boss fights, is that, my guy, we spend so much. It's a 3-person thing, so sometimes when we're fighting a boss fight, you know, all of us are separated. So the boss is only on one person, and they stick on that one person practically the whole fight sometimes. But then that kind of ends up with the 2 other people having to waste the stamina running behind the final boss, because the Nightreign bosses are all in one location, a big desert empty field. I haven't played Elden Ring. Is that like the final area in the game, or no?
No, it's more of like, I feel like it's inspired from like the Radon tournament of Radon. I feel like that's what to me it feels inspired by that.
Yeah,
it's
so
not
it's like a blank desert, like eternal weird like limbo area.
But this desert does change. The sky domes change depending on what boss it is. Again, there is variety. It does kind of suck that it is the same location, but I wonder if that was done on purpose, because again, now you have to master a whole new location on top of a whole new boss.
A flat location, keep it simple, but that's not my problem. The problem is, again, you spend all of your stamina getting to the boss, only to be able to hit the boss one time, and then the boss aggroes on the other person on the other side of the map. So then you have to, okay, cool. So then he fucking jumps across. You only get one hit in, so then you fucking have to run again. No stamina.
Gonna get ripped apart, man. I could already hear it. I could already hear the From Software fanboys just rip. It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way. way. It's like, listen,
And then
just because like
passive regen, stamina regen. Then I mean stamina, because it gets to a point where I'm wasting stamina getting to the boss. I only get one hit off the boss. What kind of gameplay?
I will
mechanic
say
is
though that there is a reason why the best, in my opinion, the best Nightfarer in the game, like if every fucking party needs this Nightfarer, is Iron Eye.
Iron Eye, exactly. Yeah.
The one guy again, because From Software bow builds are usually shit. So again,
Awful.
like for me, like really the bow guy, and then I started playing. I'm like, oh wait, you can just constantly DPS the entire time. Like no matter where the boss is on the map, you can always get hits in, and like some of your arrows do like certain poisons or certain like greases that can like do more damage to the boss, because each boss does have a weakness. It tells you that in the list of what boss weaknesses there are. So I mean, it is cool that they give you this information to go after them. Again, I mean, listen, I should say this. We should say this. It's $40.
It's 40. Okay,
so
it's $40 exactly.
So how bad, how mad can you be? Because some people are saying, oh, it's an asset flip. Listen, this is not Miyazaki. This is like the second game in From Software that he has not personally directed.
Yeah,
it was Dark Souls 2 and now this one.
But he's giving this to the up and coming generation, which makes perfect sense. The new devs.
Yeah, it is a support dev team that has been given this project so that they can become senior devs, so they can work on the newer games with him. Again, I feel like for me, it does feel that way a bit, but again, I mean, I like it. Again,
I like it.
I know we've kind of complained about it, but again, we complain about it because it's so addicting.
As long as they keep updating it and adding new stuff to it, and I think that's the whole point of this is, again, a live service game. They're gonna add way more people. They're gonna add way more abilities. I just really do hope, because again, the abilities you get, the only unique one or kind of like fun one is the walking ability. Like, oh, when you walk, you release like madness, or when you walk, you release like a hellstorm of ice. Other than that, all the other upgrades or buffs are just regular, not even fun. It's like they wanted to do roguelike, but the point of roguelike is that you're able to build exactly what you want during that run. That's the whole point of a roguelike. But here, it's like you can't really build anything. It's kind of RNG. Whatever you get, hey, fuck it, that's what you get. Hey, good luck. But then it's like, why make it a roguelike at that point?
I think another thing about roguelikes is as you are progressing, you feel like you are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Whereas this game, you will most likely feel the same.
Literally.
I would say that you never feel weaker, but you just kind of feel the same. In some runs you'll get good. Some runs you'll get lucky, but again,
100%.
The day 1 and day 2 bosses do not drop you weapons. They drop you like buffs. They don't drop you any weapons, and I feel like maybe they should change that. I don't know.
They need to change it. They need to implement funner abilities. Goofier abilities. Make it more goofy. It's not goofy enough, I think. They need to add abilities that just like, what the fuck are we doing here? But it's fun.
I feel like there are creative, because I know like Moist Critical was talking about, he made a walking build.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Every time he was walking, that's when the game feels more creative. Because again, I feel like they're trying to make it too much like Elden Ring. I feel like they need to go on the other end and just make it a little bit more wackier, make it a little bit more fun.
Do some like weird, crazy, like madness build. Like, again, let us actually have a more focused and refined build into it. And again, give us more options. I think when it comes to katanas, the Blade of Millennia is the only legendary katana in the entirety of the game. Why don't we have like 20? We need to have, give us 5 more and give them the most goofiest, whatever the fuck. Like, give me like a fucking katana that can call upon meteorites. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
We're roguelike, right?
I think that a lot of our complaints though can be fixed with patches.
Exactly.
And they've already, they just dropped a patch on the recording of this day, June 2nd. They just dropped a day 1 patch, or their first ever patch, which is, again, my biggest gripe right now is the matchmaking. The matchmaking is super slow. Because again,
horrible.
We're playing with just the 2 of us most times. We do have, sometimes my girlfriend joins us, sometimes our friend Jay joins us. So literally, we have a lot of days where we're trying to find a third person, and you would think that'd be easy. Like, okay, somebody jumps into this shit solo. But again, we'll be sitting there for like 20 minutes trying to find someone.
Genuinely 15 to 20 minutes sometimes. Just again, restarting. We used you said that one YouTuber's like multiplayer password code to help.
Yeah, Fextra, I mean, we try to find better people.
It's only natural for multiplayer games to have this. I mean, it sucks that like it shouldn't be like this. It's fucking, come on, a multi-billion-dollar company that we shouldn't be going like, making excuses for them. But again,
I thought it was just us because we're looking for one person.
Yeah, no,
but apparently it's a problem amongst all people playing Elden Ring, and even the devs themselves have acknowledged it. It is a problem.
They tweeted out like the network code. You have to if you're network core 3 or some shit. Like,
if you have NAT type 3, you're cooked. Essentially, it's like
I haven't heard the word NAT type since PS4 days. Like, what the fuck?
PS3 days, bro. What the fuck?
What the fuck are we talking about net type for? What the fuck?
Like, nah, bro.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not like we're not doing that, bro.
No,
Again,
not at all.
they tell us how to. No, they tell us what the problem is, but not how to fix it.
No,
Again,
exactly.
it's like, oh, hey, if you have this, you're cooked. And like, okay, I guess, fuck,
Just
dude.
wait it out. Yeah.
For me though, like that to me right now is the bigger side of the issues I have with the game. But again, those can be fixed with patches.
100%.
And I haven't played this game completely solo because there is a solo mode.
I'm not even gonna bother. That's not the point. I bought this to play with friends, bro. I'm not gonna fucking over here. I'm gonna do this shit blindfolded, one hand tied behind my back just to prove something to myself. I bought this because it's fun with playing with y'all. That's really all it is.
And again, even though I can get very frustrating losing all the time to bosses,
but a win
it's
is
that
a
classic.
win, bro.
It's that classic From Software grind, dude. When you finally and again, the game rewards you for finally overcoming these bosses.
It does.
So, I mean, for me, I like it. I like it so far. I'm a little hesitant to give it a rating. I feel like I want to put some more hours into it.
Oh, no,
and I'm also curious.
Giving it a rating. No, you're not yet.
I'm also curious if they make this a live service game, when they start adding maybe more bosses, or they maybe start adding more shit. Like, I'm concerned how much they're gonna keep up with this game.
They would have to. Isn't that the? I mean, it will be very odd if they only drop like 2 more bosses and 2 more characters, and that's it. Because I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of this game. This isn't this again practice for the new developers? They need to get their hands dirty. So what does that do? Keep this at least a 5-year project. 2 like
new maps
5
too.
years.
We didn't touch on that. There is only one map.
Yeah.
Granted, it does procedurally like generate new shit. Like once you beat a. It's not, I guess the biggest difference is there's a crater, a giant ass crater, lava crater that erupts, and that is cool. The first time you see that shit erupt,
phenomenal.
It is pretty cool. Again, From Software's environments, their art style, their enemy types are still 10 out of 10.
Dark fantasy,
the soundtrack, 10 out of 10.
10 out of
There's
10.
a reason why they call it Dark Souls boss music. Again, their soundtrack is still 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
a lot of the shit they do in this game, again, it's from Elden Ring though. So it's like, I want to give it more credit, but again, it really is just assets from Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think it's like almost kind of battle royale in the sense of the circle closing constantly. That you always have to because the circle here, this ain't no Fortnite circle. This shit fucking will kill you in a matter of seconds if you don't get the fuck up out of there. So it's like that lollygag. It's like, okay, we can almost defeat this boss. Now, if you see that circle coming, you need to fucking book it or you're kind of fucked. And it's like, I get that, but then it's like, again, the almost roguelike, but then we don't really have any of the goofy power-up elements as like Binding of Isaac or Hades, where you get like crazy godlike fun, like goofy roguelike powers. It's like they're kind of like sitting in the middle of everything, not wanting to lean into too much of everything. I say lean into something more. They need to just lean into something.
I think they're trying not to lose the identity of their games, but I think that this game, I think this game could be its own thing. I really 100%. Think that it is still not new player friendly. I think you have to have some knowledge of Elden Ring. Just Elden Ring. You don't have to have knowledge of Dark Souls or Bloodborne or Sekiro. Just Elden Ring. I think you have to have some sort of knowledge. And hey, if you want to start here with your friends and then go and play Elden Ring, I feel like that's also cool.
Honestly, I think that's definitely a very unique perspective because again, this is definitely going to be some people's first Dark Souls
because it's multiplayer.
Elden
you play with friends.
So it's like I understand that it's definitely technically. Again, it's not new player friendly, but at the same time, it's pulling in new players.
If it gets your foot in the door.
Yeah, if it gets your foot in the door. And then your first game is always going to be the hardest. Everything after that is going to be somewhat easier because you have what?
Playing this game, Elden Ring's going to be easy.
Oh yeah.
You can literally taper a build to what you want. This game, if you have to make it work. You got to make it work.
What was the guy?
You gotta find random shit.
The Fallen, what's his name? Fucking Margaret?
Yeah, the Fell Omen. Margaret. Yeah.
The Fell Omen Margaret that you fight, like in the base game of Nightreign, is the one you fight during the end of Elden Ring, right? That's his version. So it's like you're fighting like end game bosses almost off rip in this fucking game.
Yeah.
So it's like this is definitely again, if you do get good at this, the rest of it's gonna be easy for you. I will say that.
Yeah.
So if you up for that challenge, but hey.
Yeah, I think that playing it with friends does make it a lot easier. Again, some of these ultimate abilities that some of these Nightfarers have are really fucking good. And some of them are kind of Like, I think that the ability to go invisible on the Duchess is kind of cool, but very situational. Her ability to rewind the damage is like Echo from League of Legends is fucking insane. That is like, again, so, and you have, again, I wish the Raider had a better ability. I feel like his ability of just fucking smashing a stone and just rising up on a totem, it is good. It's good ability because it can instantly revive somebody.
That is
you know,
true.
a lot of these ultimates, you'll find that they're just used to revive people. And hell, Revenant's ability is to revive people. Like her ultimate revives everyone and makes everyone immortal for a certain time period. So again, it's like there are a lot of different playstyles, and I would not say any of them are bad. They're just different, and there are some that are really good, and the rest are just kind of like you can make them work. I think that they've done a good job of balancing it. I think they've done a great job of like not making two of them, like so many of them, too OP. Because again, Iron Eye is the best one because he can constantly inflict damage no matter where he's at. And when all these bosses are constantly moving around the map, you need someone that can constantly revive you. And
a revive, again, the reviving system is very different compared to almost anything else. You have to actually do damage to your down teammate in order to revive them. When you go first down, there's 1 bar, which is very easy to take down. You go down a second time, 2 bars, 3 times. Once you get to 3 bars, it's kind of fucked with.
You're kind of cooked.
It takes like 3 stamina regens to even get that person halfway through that like damage inflict.
And I feel like the main boss always knows when someone is reviving someone else, because I swear to God, like, you'll be aggroed onto it, and they'll just fucking 360 go lock onto you. So it's, I mean, listen, I think that the revive system, again, it's ultimates unique. At the at the end of the game, ultimates are just used to revive people. Again, the archer's ultimate, where he fires a giant bow, can instantly revive someone from 2 bars to 3 bars. Like, again, it's super useful.
The execution, I gotta release the beast from within, gotta turn into my true form, my werewolf form, reviving people. That's like, again, it's like basically used for just reviving people. And again, I understand, again, that definitely makes it a whole lot harder having to do damage to your party to revive them. That is, again, that's a unique take I did like about it. It
sucks when you're a raider, because you'll be swinging a big ass sword and you'll miss.
Yeah, you'll miss. Yeah, you miss a lot. Unironically, that's what's kind of annoying. It's like you fucking swing. After 4 misses, you see the boss behind you. Like, oh, you're fucking cooked.
You're cooked. Yeah. It's like the dog movie's closing his eyes. It's like, one of the bosses, his mid health ability, he fucking nukes himself.
Literally.
And our first time playing him, we were like, what the fuck's this guy gotta do? And he just fucking he just nukes himself. And
I do like that. Again, the boss is like, it's a close quarters boss, so you have to get up close and personal. But then late stages, he literally fucking nukes himself, and it's like,
but I'm telling you, it's that From Software grind where you're like perfectly dodging his attacks. You understand it now. I understand it now. It's like you literally are dodging it perfectly, and it's just no other game can invoke that feeling of achievement and feeling of epicness,
the rhythm,
like an Elden Ring boss, a From Software boss. It is truly a unique thing. It's really in the Elden Ring games. I mean, shit, this game's making me want to fucking go back to Elden Ring and play some of that again.
It's definitely making me think about. Yeah, it makes it again. This is making me want to play Sekiro. Do you have Sekiro?
No.
Okay,
I mean,
I might get it.
My girlfriend Sarah's like our From Software nerd. She fucking knows everything. Again, us playing like with 3 people is noticeably different than playing with a random or playing by yourself with randoms. I think that it does suck again, because you'll have those fucking randoms. I just think that a main character, bro. You'll have 2 people going. You'll have 2 people going one way, and this random like, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do my own thing. Again,
then proceeds to get down like 6 times. Bro, we had one that kept going down, and then he fucking ended up leaving the match. How come just stick by us, follow us, fucking let's get this fuck? I don't know what.
Nah, man, I understand it, bro. You don't get it. Again, I had a mage. Me and my girl had a mage that straight up ran out of FP, because again, there is no we should explain this. There are flasks in the game. You have to go to churches to get more flasks.
Yeah.
But there is no FP flask. Because in Elden Ring, you have flasks that restore your FP and flasks that restore your HP.
Yeah.
And in this game, a mage needs FP to do spells.
It's very
but
much
she has an
more
ability where she can kind of suck the essence from
creatures.
Whatever damage you afflict on them, she can suck it back out. So she can do fire, fucking magic, which is mostly magic, because you're gonna be attacking and then sucking it right back. People don't know how to do that, so they'll just waste all their FP and they'll sit there bashing it with a fucking stick. It's like, again, these skill gap.
Magic fucking mage fucking fully charge a dragon, bro. Full charge with a fucking her little staff, just swinging at that man, doing a little 10 damage each time. Like,
again,
okay, cool.
I would say if you're brand new to From Software games, play the Wilder. I think Wilder is new player friendly.
100% Wilder.
I think Raider is new player friendly. Iron Eye is new player friendly. Again, just a bow. Again, it's like there are some Nightfarers that are pretty new player friendly, and I recommend them to all of our, because again, we have some friends that aren't super into Elden Ring that we play with. And for me, it's like those are the ones that I recommend, because again, classes like Revenant, Recluse, even Executor.
I say Executor, Recluse, Duchess. I'll say Duchess too.
Duchess they require a lot of skill because again, Duchess, she's cool. I mean, she has the fastest movement of any character in the game.
Does she have the highest damage input? I think she might also have the highest damage.
I mean, that fucking rewind ability is so powerful, but her HP is low.
Glass cannon.
Because she's a glass cannon because essentially her build is melee focused. But again, being melee focused, you're gonna get hit a lot.
Close, you gotta be up close and personal. You gotta be dodged. But again, it takes time.
I'd also recommend Guardian just because he has the most HP of any Nightfarer starting off.
He's like the tank. I'd say he's like the tank. Like he takes. If you want to take fucking full boss hits and just take it.
I ain't doing that dodging shit. I ain't doing that dodging shit. You don't want to time dodge.
That.
Just play Guardian. He has a shield that is super useful. Again, he is a tank. He has one of the best ultimates. We can pretty much fully revive anybody.
Fucking this eagle fucking sword just fucking plummets down like a meteorite.
Again, like we have cons about the game, but like I love it. For me, it's
fun.
like
I'm having a good time with it. I do think it's they're going the right direction. I just think that again they have some tweaking to do. I guess it's a new team. Give them time. If it's exactly the same it is now 3 months from now, it's a fumble. If they have the updates, we have a new player, new map, new abilities, make shit more goofier, more fun. I think it has a lot of potential.
I would say that yes, a few patches can easily bring this game. Because right now I'm floating around a 7 to 8. Because again, it is a multiplayer game. Multiplayer games are always hard to judge because your experience will be vastly different depending on who you play with.
It could be dog shit or fucking one of the best.
Playing with you and my girl, it's like it's giving me a lot of core memories of like, damn, like this. It's no other game can really do this.
Not
like
at all.
Again, beating a From Software boss together,
Together,
I feel like is very fun.
Yeah,
but
so again, we suggest it. If you fuck it. If you have curiosity, fuck it, go get it. It's $40, well, 20 if you're smart. But if you got friends, 20. Split. But again, I'd recommend it.
Listen, what I also recommend is before you do anything in the game, watch videos on your build. It take 2 fucking seconds. Fextra Life, again, I recommend his videos on builds. He already has like all the classes out already. Just watch his videos and learn your fucking build because I'm tired of people. Let me just experiment. And they don't know what the fuck they're doing with their build. It's a waste. Again, it takes an hour to get to day 3.
An hour.
And it's like you spend like a lot of time, and it's just like you're halfway to run. You're just like, man,
it's
we're
like
not gonna beat that boss.
I guess the best thing is like Escape from Tarkov or a Monster Hunter. It's like you go into an expedition and you cannot
Hunt Showdown.
Hunt Showdown. You go in there and you can't stop until you're finished or you die. So again, it takes an hour. It's an hour of your time every time. But From Soft, it's like you need a level of obsession in order in order to beat them. Obsession.
I don't even care if you're that good. Just don't be that guy who just goes into it blind, doesn't know shit. Oh, she looks cute, or he looks cool. Like, learn your abilities, do some practice. It takes like 30-40 minutes. That's it.
You can't go 90%. You can't go 99. You got to go 100% every time, man. Every day of your life, you got to go 100%. If you want to be the best, you want to end up in a magazine.
Listen,
oh my goodness. Let's move on from this
magazine dreams.
Magazine dreams, Brian. A touchy subject, maybe for some.
Yeah, because listen, so Jonathan Majors, as we know, in 2023, was found guilty of
like 100%.
Yeah, it was. I have it right here. He was found guilty of harassment and is found guilty of reckless assault. Again, we know the legal problems. He got into a big thing with his girlfriend in public. And
we all saw the video of her, him running out. I think he was like, I don't know the details, but he running out the car and that girl running after him in high heels. We all saw that shit. We saw that. That lawsuit practically fumbled his career. I can't say fumbled.
In Marvel.
In Marvel. He was top. He was Kang the Conqueror. He was the next Thanos. Kang the Conqueror. Yeah. He was in Creed. He was supposed to be in Sinners. Michael B. Jordan was not supposed to play twins. But because of this, I will say it did make this was Michael B. Jordan's best performance. But again, Jonathan Majors was supposed to be that. But the lawsuit practically tanked everything. Magazine dreams he made before the lawsuit happened. But it finally came out. Yeah.
In 2023, it was supposed to come out, and then they finally released it in 2025 this year.
2025 now, and I see it's good. It's good.
It's really good. Listen, we already talked about Jonathan Majors. Listen, if you want to hate him because of that, that's up to you.
It's completely understandable.
To me, it's understandable. With something like that, I like to separate the art from the artist because again, we're big fans of Johnny Depp. We know there are always two sides to every story.
Yeah,
he was found guilty in court. I feel like the court handled that I feel like as people, we need to let the courts handle it.
Mhm.
I mean, the people court is a whole other animal.
Oh yeah, that's a whole
But
other
again,
animal.
I feel like with
Beast.
life, people deserve second chances. I feel like in life, you should be allowed to try. And man, dude, just moving on from that, like, again, if you want to not watch the movie because of him, totally respect it. But again,
But I think that takes away the
separate
fact from the director of the movie.
and all the and the writer.
At the end of the day, a movie is more the director's vision and the writer's vision than the actors. Again, the actors are the vessels of telling the story. So the
Like
movie,
Quentin Tarantino said, yeah.
So the movie, I'm looking at Magazine's Dreams as what's his name, Elijah. What is his name?
It's gonna be Elijah Bynum.
Elijah Bynum. I see it as his movie. It is his movie because he did Hot Summer Nights, which is one of Timothée Chalamet's first movies. That was not that good. It
was
but
mid.
This right here, like again, it reminds me of what is it? Black Swan,
Whiplash, The Whale. There's
It's
a bit of that Stan from Eminem, like Dear Brad. It's like
my number one fan,
again,
huh?
Yeah, a little bit of Taxi Driver towards
Taxi
the end.
Driver,
Again,
100% Taxi Driver.
listen,
at the end.
I'm just gonna blatantly come out and say it. I give this movie fucking 5 out of 5 stars on Letterboxd.
Ooh,
To me, like this movie, again, if you want to dumb it down as a gym cell bro movie about, this is like a terrible movie about bodybuilding. What the fuck? Again, it's not about that.
I think
it's a character piece.
It's about, again, I think it's about the male image of himself. Like at the end of the day, you have to be your own biggest fan. You have to love yourself before anything else. You cannot look out for a idol and be obsessed over the idol because the idol is fake. Never meet your heroes, man. It is not about that.
This movie
not about that.
So you're my number one fan, huh? Fucking Michael Hearn plays the bodybuilder that he's obsessed with. And again, he's not in the movie that much, but again, when he is in the movie, it's like, this motherfucker, dude.
But essentially, Jonathan Major plays like a social recluse.
Killian Maddox.
Killian Maddox here.
Killian Maddox.
His dream is to be the bodybuilder. He wants to be on cover of magazines like his idols.
Mr. Olympia.
He has like his room, wall everywhere, just bodybuilders.
And the biggest poster of them all says idol, Brad Vanderhorn. You don't know who Brad Vanderhorn is?
You don't know who Brad Vanderhorn is, the greatest bodybuilder of all time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, who the fuck? Again, listen, this movie, I will not stand for people just dumbing it down and say, oh, I thought this movie was going to be about bodybuilding. It is not like that. It is not an underdog story. It is not a movie about like bodybuilding. This is a movie about a man named Killian Maddox. That is his fucking name.
It's a character piece at best.
Yeah, it's a character piece. And Jonathan Majors, he
performed his ass off. I can't even say that.
The movie is 90% him.
It is most
movies. Most movies have a supporting cast. This movie is all him.
And it's supposed to amplify the isolation of the character. He feels truly and utterly alone. Every time we interact with someone, it's through him and only him.
Yeah.
So it's only he has to show his movie on his shoulders. Truly.
Yeah. And some people try to compare it to the Joker. I'm not gonna lie to you. This movie's way better than the Joker, in my opinion.
It is bad. Thank you. It is. I think I'll stand by the fact. I think Joker 2019. I don't even know when it came out.
2019.
Joaquin Phoenix. So. I thought it was mid at best. I thought it was a hard clone of a Taxi Driver. Now, again, we said this movie is like Taxi Driver, but this is how you do it. You take inspiration and you do your own thing and you mold it and you craft it into something unique. Whereas the director from the Joker, he literally saw Taxi Driver and just said, I'm gonna copy that. That's all he did. It was copy. This is his own take of it. And I think that's
I'll be honest with you. If you're not into like lone male isolation movies, if you're not into character pieces, if you're not into like, again, it is a very, some people will dumb it down and say, oh, it's a very typical male loner isolation, rage, this and that. To me, though, this is about a person who needs to be validated by people. He needs that validation. He needs to be known. He needs to be famous. And again, it's like Whiplash. He wants to be the best.
The movie does not paint him in a good light whatsoever. There's several scenes where, yes, he's Killian Maddox. He's a bodybuilder. He's 6'2". He's this jacked human, but most cases, he's the most insecure person in the room. And I think that's what I like the most. It's like his insecurities ooze out of him. It's like you're bald. Like one scene, like a restaurant scene, he goes off on anyone. He starts to be like, you're bald, you're fat, you're ugly, you're this. But at the end of the day, he's the only one throwing insults. And at the end of the day, he's the only one that's it's just not mentally well, and he's so uncomfortable in his own skin because his traps?
His deltoids are too small.
His deltoids were too small, man.
So one of the scenes you'll see if you look into this movie is him recording himself. Hey guys, Killian Maddox here. And it's showing you like he's trying to make a video, hyping himself up and future IFBB pro, current competitor and
YouTube video.
I forgot midway through. This is Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Like this guy, he plays this character again, socially awkward, you know, on the spectrum, kind of.
Yeah.
And it's like to me, there are scenes where this movie shows that he's not the only one who is alone. Because again, he has I guess his only supporting character is his papa. My papa is a veteran. My papa is a veteran.
Respect
again, what have
my
you
papa,
done?
okay?
Yeah.
What have you
he
done
fought
with
in
your
Nam.
life?
Like, what have you done? Again, it's
Yeah.
like his acting is so fucking good, man. Like again, it sucks because he'll never get nominated for an Oscar. I mean, he himself said like it's not gonna happen. Like,
it's not.
and it sucks, man. Because if that didn't happen, he would be nominated, and he might fucking win, man.
He might have won, honestly. He might
because
he would have been
some of
definitely
my-
nominated for it, 100% sure.
Some of my favorite scenes are again when he is trying to, you know, hype himself up. Again, the bodybuilding show where you show that everyone's kind of like, you know, in their own skin, like confident, and he is like over trying it, like he's overdoing
like in
it.
his head, he is the hottest in the room. He's like, oof, ooh, like he's like, again, bodybuilding. When you post, I guess it's supposed to be more like relaxed and natural, but him is more like over dramatic
He
and like
feels
very in his
intense.
Head. Yeah, intense.
Again,
yeah.
And again, like just somebody who like, again, I guess it's a more personal take. As someone who, you know, is actively going to the gym and actually wants to be stronger and better. I look at Jonathan Majors. He is ripped for this role. He looks great.
Yeah.
He looks better than like 95% of fucking men on the planet. But again, it's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah.
And it feels like I feel like it takes aspects from Whiplash. Where again, to be the greatest, you have to just keep going and going and going and going. And it's like with him, it definitely shows you that like it has very negative effects on your social life, on who you are mentally. You're constantly the body dysmorphia in this movie is huge. Like him being obsessed, like, oh, my fucking deltoids aren't big enough.
What he said? Oh, yeah, they said my deltoids are small, but the thing is, deltoids are 3 muscle groups. So you're practically saying that 3 muscle groups are small, and that's very insulting. Like he went on this, like, like he literally went on to like again the rate.
He
like,
brings it up
tirades.
throughout the entire movie.
Every time, yeah.
About
So
like, you know, you like my deltoids. You like my deltoids are big.
My deltoids are big, right? They're not small,
Man,
right?
that date scene with him and
it's
the
a lot
girl.
of hard to watch scenes. A lot of hard to watch scenes.
But it's hard to watch in a way where it's like
it's
you
someone's
just feel
reality.
bad for him.
Yeah, it's someone's
he just
reality.
needs a hug. Like that's really all he needs in this whole movie is a fucking hug because you feel the and again I feel like this movie will speak to people who again can relate to that. Can relate
especially like again he's a big 6'3" black dude. In the beginning of the movie, there was this little white lady that she saw him and she flipped her purse around and he noticed that and then he apologized. He literally had to apologize just for existing, and that kind of in a sense again that like a lot of that resemble like I was like damn like that really hits like a lot of the aspect of the movie hits a little bit too close to home in my opinion.
Yeah,
though,
I feel
will
like
say. Oh wait, no, go ahead.
No, I would say that I wouldn't just say that if you're a man you can relate to this. I feel like as a woman you can also relate to this because you know women suffer from body dysmorphia all the time. I feel like if you are a person who has felt like times of loneliness in your life and you have gone through self-image issues and a need for validation, I feel like you can really relate to this movie a lot.
100% validation. But again, I love this movie, but I do. Its runtime is about 2 hours and 4 minutes, and I'm gonna be real with you. I think it could have been more of an impact if it was down to an hour and 30. I think there's an arc in the movie I didn't necessarily like. I suggest everyone to watch it. I'm not going to spoil anything, but there's an arc in the movie where I feel like it was kind of baiting into something which I think only adds fuel to why someone would dislike the movie. It's like,
yes,
really,
I
there was
agree.
no need for it. It was no need for that at all.
I agree.
Yeah. Again, you could at the end, like him having, you know, him go like seeing his idol, that aspect, keep that. That makes sense. But the whole bar scene and then the parking lot scene, I think that only adds to why people dislike the movie. It's like you shouldn't. That was just unnecessary.
They'll dumb it down a bit. They'll bait it. Yeah, because for me, I would say that the ending of this movie is not your typical happy ending.
No,
but
not
it is a bittersweet ending in a way. Like I've seen some people try to fucking downplay it in relation to Joker. Where like, oh well, Killian is known to be an unreliable narrator, and is. But like, there are scenes in the movie that are like that, but it's not like Joker. I don't think it. There's not entire characters that are there the entire movie that you found out aren't actually there.
Yeah,
it's not like
Joker
Fight Club. I don't think it's like that. I think to me,
it's more realistic. It's not him. He's not a schizophrenic dude hallucinating shit like the Joker. No,
yeah, he's not like that.
He's a regular guy dealing with insecurity problems and mental health struggle. That is it. So it's not. He wasn't hallucinating anything. Everything there happened. I mean, sure, the ending scene, but again, that ending scene, I understood why they went with the way they went with it.
It is a big outlier in the entire movie. It is not like that throughout the entire movie.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So I think again, it's good. You guys again highly recommend, man. It's a good watch. I love the ending of it, man.
It's probably one of the best movies you'll never hear about or see because again, it's Jonathan Majors. It's like,
and the director in and of itself. Is this a second movie or third
second movie?
Yeah,
it's a second movie.
Second movie, man.
So it's like it sucks that like again he clearly wrote this movie for this character about being on the cover of the magazines, and again the ending of the movie is very. I feel like people who are going through that struggle need to see the ending of this movie. I feel like the message that it sends at the end of the movie to me
put a
is
smile on my
huge.
face. It really made me get smiles. Like, okay, that's sweet. It's sweet.
Because it's not a typical happy ending, but it is an ending that is realistic because realistic problems require this is a realistic way of fixing it. It's like for me, I love it. I think that the ending of this movie, I felt fulfilled. I was like, damn, dude, like I hope he makes it. Like,
all in all, this was a great movie about, like, again, just the loneliness and insecurities and how that, end of the day, man, you just hug the people closest to you. I don't know what to tell you. Just hug the people closest to you. That's all you gotta do.
That's literally it, man. Just be there. Because again, his papa was there the entire time.
Yeah,
but his papa, like, he wasn't reaching out for it either.
No, he wasn't either. No.
If you're going through shit, reach out to people. That's the kind of thing I take away from this movie. Is if you're going through shit, hold the ones closest to you and reach out for people. That's what I
exactly. That's
movie.
A great take for. Like, that's the take you should get out of it, not other shit. Take it as hug the people that are closest to you. All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate the people that are closest to you. That's it.
Yeah.
But the whale also kind of got like that same backlash of people saying, "What the fuck is this? Ew, the whale?" Because I guess people took it as fat phobic because. What's his name? The lead, of course.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser was wearing a fat suit in it.
As Charlie, was playing a like 500-pound, 600-pound man, and it's like, again, I don't like when people. Listen, I get it. Listen, some people that I know that go to the gym. I've seen people on TikTok who are actively at the gym, dumb down magazine dreams. It's like, man, I thought this movie was gonna be about bodybuilding. What the fuck is all this weird shit? They make bodybuilders look bad. That's not what bodybuilders are like. Again, it's not about bodybuilding. It's about a man.
Yeah.
It's about the man himself. Because again, it's like this. Oh, they're making fat people look bad. Like
it's not about fat people. Yeah, it's not about fat people. It's about that character. Charlie. Charlie? That's the name? Yeah.
Charlie. Yeah, Charlie.
It's about Charlie. It is okay. I think people just can't comprehend the concept of a character piece. You know what a character piece is. I mean, you guys know what a character piece is, obviously, but a lot of people don't know what a fucking character piece is. It's about a person personally, not about everybody. And that's the thing. Like again not
people,
about bodybuilding, not about.
You could say the
people.
Same thing about drumming and Whiplash. Same thing about ballet and Black Swan. You could say the same thing.
Same thing about ballet and Black Swan. The obsession. It's about obsession. Again, it's no. Come on.
That's not how all drummers are. I was a chill drummer. I was never like that. Again, it's not about drumming.
Try to look
it's about the person.
It, yeah,
yes.
Come on, bro.
Character pieces are meant to be think pieces. They're meant to go into the mind of a character and meant to see and take the lessons that they're going through. And they can. There's some of my favorite movies. Again, I'm biased.
100%.
I love a good character piece.
Oh my god, we forgot to talk about the pig. One of my favorite character pieces of all time. Pig. Oh my
Nicolas
god.
Cage, man.
Nicolas Cage, bro. The Holy Trinity.
Nicolas Cage. Listen. Nicolas Cage is one of the weirdest actors to have ever existed.
He's one of my favorite of all time.
Out of nowhere, this guy decided, you know what? I'm gonna start acting. He just said, like, because again, the plane's going down.
The bees,
like again,
the bees are all over me.
People like to meme him, but man, if you have not watched any of his newest movies, I always say start with Mandy. Start with Mandy,
Pig, and A Color Out of Space. Those are my quintessential holy trinity of Nick Cage movies. They're not his typical Nick Cage movies. They're so out of the ordinary. I feel like it will give you a new appreciation for the actor. It gave me a new appreciation for the actor 100%. Again, Pig will make you cry. I think Mandy might make you cry too. Color Out of Space is more of like a
man. I remember we watched Pig. I was like looking at you like, man, like
it's nothing. You know, this means nothing. All of this is nothing.
I literally was like,
yeah.
I thought it was a pig. I thought it was about a movie about a pig. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, again, it is like that movie. One of my favorite lines of any movie is he literally says, "We don't get a lot of things to really care about." And that's again, that's why I love character pieces, because you learn lessons from the characters that you can like afflict on your real life.
It's the director opening their heart up to. Again, it's the same thing with Black Swan. As an artist, you need to open your heart up to the world, and this is what the artist is. Again, look at the movie. Like it's oh my god. Again, watch Pig. Watch her. Oh yeah,
man.
her as well. Oh my god, bro.
Her is my favorite character piece of all time, and this is why.
Bro.
Some people will dumb it down to, oh, it's just a guy having phone sex with a robot. That's not what the fuck it's about. Listen,
not at all.
Spike Jonze and Sophia Coppola.
It's an allegory, guys. Come on. Fuck.
Spike Jonze and Sofia Coppola, again,
Yeah,
the
Coppola,
daughter of the director Francis Ford Coppola, who did The Godfather.
And
So again,
Megalopolis.
yeah, nobody fucking watched. Again, listen. People go through shit in their lives. Again,
Yes.
Sophia and Spike Jonze were married, and then they had a divorce. And Sofia Coppola, who I think is actually a really good director,
phenomenal director. Bad
she
actress.
was not a great. She was not a good actress in Godfather Part 3. But again, it's the daughter of the director. I feel like but she's an amazing.
Lost in Translation, fucking chef's kiss,
Again,
bro.
she made that movie about their marriage, and then 10 years later,
He did.
Spike Jonze made her about their marriage. And again, it is literally the director using the actors as a vessel to pour their heart out and to tell their perspective of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that movie because, again, the message of the movie is not about him with a robot.
It's about him letting. Isn't it him letting go? Like him just finally moving.
He's
on.
a divorced man. He just got through a divorce,
man.
and it's like it's about him moving on from that and learning to accept like real connection with people.
Mean, especially when it comes to like AI nowadays, her is becoming more of a reality more than ever.
I think everyone needs to watch her. I think everyone needs to watch her. If you ever been through a breakup, if you ever been through a heartbreak, if you ever been through losing someone, not necessarily in like the fact that they're dead, but like losing someone that's been a part of your life for so long, you need to watch her. Because the message of that movie is, again, it's about moving forward, and that's what I love about it. And it's not done in a very stereotypical way. Because again, most of the movie is really just him and what's the actress name? Black Widow. What's her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson as the AI talking to him in his ear the entire time.
That's pretty much what
it is. It does have a supporting cast a little bit, but it is mostly just Scarlett Johansson and him.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Again, I'm not a big Joaquin Phoenix fan. I'm really not. But that movie, he cooked.
Like, funny little fact though. Sofia Coppola is the cousin of Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is related to the Coppola family. They're actually cousins. Yeah, funny little fact over there.
That is crazy. I mean, hey man, we didn't talk about this, but Nicolas Cage is dropping Spider-Man Noir. The first ever teaser did drop.
Live action Spider-Man Noir. That's just gonna be fire. It gives so much Sin City vibes. He has the glasses are literally the same as the Sin City glasses. Like that weird, like white reflection.
All white.
It's gonna look crazy. Nicolas, again,
it's on Amazon Prime, right? It's Amazon Prime is coming out on.
Oh, so it's not connected to. They might be cooking with that. Okay.
I think it's. I'm 90% sure. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime.
But again, it's like people need to get back into Nicolas Cage, man.
They need to get back.
They really need to give him another chance because again, his movies lately have been
long legs. I mean, though again, I say maybe long legs kind of fumbled with the ending, but Nicolas Cage's long legs is fucking amazing. You need to watch Long Legs. Let me in now. He starts fucking singing, bro. He was so good in that shit.
I remember you were so hyped for that movie.
Yeah, again, all in all, it was a good movie. I would recommend also Long Legs.
I think the reason why there's a bad viewpoint on character pieces is people associate that with method acting. And again, method acting is something that's really looked down upon. But again, I really feel like people just look at the extremes of it. They look at Christian Bale, they look at Jared Leto, they look at a bit like a Johnny Depp a little bit. And I feel like I think
we conflated because again, everyone seems to have this weird like aggression towards it. But I really think we confuse method acting with arrogant actors. Because I think method acting is more false aligned with Joaquin Phoenix and
Jared Leto,
Jim Carrey as well. With when he played that one Arthur guy, and during that movie said he wouldn't he would only be acknowledged if you would call him by the character's name, not by his name. Again, that's more method acting. Again, it's a bit extreme, yes, but all in all, if it helps the person become the character, because I think if I were to ever act, I don't see how else I could do it other than to method act.
It's like how Bill Burr said. Bill Burr says, "I play me in every movie."
Yeah, exactly.
I'm me. I'm me. I play a guy from Boston in every movie.
So like, in order for me not to play me, I would have to have a disconnect, or maybe again, especially if you're playing like a crazy serial killer like the Joker, you need to be method acting.
Again, no one said shit when he did that.
Exactly.
No one said shit when Heath Ledger fucking method acted his ass off to play Joker in Dark Knight. Everyone was praising it.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, my man purposely got no sleep on purpose. He locked himself in a room for like a month to practice the laugh by himself. Again, it's extreme, but if it leads to a Oscar-winning performance, which it did for him, again, they're actors, they're artists. How? I mean,
this is their livelihood. This is their blood. This is their
passion.
Yeah,
and it sucks, but unfortunately, like I feel like some of the best art comes from times of like hardship. It comes from like when it's whether it's music, whether it's art, like actual paintings, whether it's acting. I feel like a lot of people they misconstrue like method acting because
what's that one quote that art art is disturbing, but art also comforts the disturbed.
Yeah, so
what is it?
that's what I said for Magazine Dreams is that art is meant to disturb the comfortable and
Yeah.
comfort the disturbed.
Exactly.
That's what it's meant for.
Yeah.
And again, I feel like a lot of people kind of look at method acting with like a bad. Again, even actors don't like to be called method actors.
Oh yeah, they's like,
Again,
what the fuck? No, I'm not.
Yeah,
that.
like Tom Hardy's like, I'm not a method actor. What the fuck? It's like, bro, I watched you in Bronson.
That's
I
what I'm
watched
saying.
you in
Come on,
Bronson.
I watched Bronson.
Come
You're
on.
telling me you're not a fucking method actor. Oh, I come
Yeah,
in here,
it's
Dad.
like-
Come in here. Rub oil
Yeah.
on me. Rub it. Like, what
Yeah,
the fuck?
again, it's like people even don't like to be labeled as that because again,
Yeah.
it's a negative term in acting now. But I feel like
Literally.
to me, it's acting.
It is.
Again, I know Quentin Tarantino has a great quote that he said that he's like, listen, I pay actors to write my dialogue. If they don't write my dialogue, I don't like it. That is a writer, and that's not what you're paid to do. You're paid to act. You're a fucking.
You're a vessel.
Hey, listen,
You're a vessel.
if you come up with some good shit, I will take credit for it. But if you fucking just start living that's not ums and whats, that's writing, and you are not a writer.
Your
You're an
job,
actor.
yeah, the actor's job is to listen and again to portray a character. If they have the look of a character, you know, if they have
That's
the
why-
feel of a character, if they're able to portray the character well, what does it matter what the actor fucking is, right? What does
Let's
it
get into
matter?
this bullshit.
What
Let's
does
get
it
into this
matter?
bullshit.
So
People were bitching.
No, Nintendo announced a Legend of Zelda movie, a live-action Legend of Zelda, which I think is odd. We should have definitely kept it to animation, but fan casting is coming up to service, and we have a nice little fan casting for Zelda, which in my opinion is a perfect fan casting. Because why the fuck not?
Is it
Hunter
fan
Schafer.
casting? I thought it was official.
No, I thought it was in talks. It's not official yet. It's not official. It's definitely nothing is
Okay.
official yet. Because again, Nintendo, they're not
Okay.
going to say nothing to it. But nothing is
Yeah, yeah.
official. No cast is a member. But everyone is talking about Hunter Schafer from the Euphoria as
It's a big casting room right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
As Princess Zelda.
Princess Zelda, Hunter Schafer from Euphoria. What else was she in? Cuckoo. I haven't seen it, but they want her. I agree, but there's a massive backlash for it. Because I guess
And it's coming from a lot of different sides too. Because let's just air it out right now. I mean, Hunter Schafer is a trans girl, and
woman.
a lot of people are coming out of the woodworks, pretty much saying like this is not fair. Again, women and men are both
Fair.
arguing the same similar points where it's like, oh well, it's not fair that she's taking away like acting jobs from real women, and it's just like to me, it's just a big
First off,
weird.
that is some stupid. That's the stupidest shit you can do.
That's some
like,
ignorant
it's
shit,
like
bro.
you
That's
say
some
that as if you ever had any chance to do anything with your fucking life. Like you're fucking
Yeah.
pathetic, bro. I'm sorry. This it pisses me off because
It is very ignorant.
I've been hearing for 2 years from The Last of Us how Bella Ramsey was not an accurate performer. How it's not Ellie. Now I'm hearing the same people looking at Hunter Schafer and said, nah, we can't do that now. But that's a spitting image of Zelda. She is a spitting image of Zelda. Am I bugging out?
She looks like
Are
an
we
elf,
losing
bro.
it?
Even looking at her, she looks like some fucking
Like
high elf type shit.
Manny Pixie girl, bro. Like what the fuck,
Yeah.
bro? Cast her. She's a phenomenal
Yeah.
actor. She's really good. She was in that Euphoria, in the new Hunger Games, apparently, which I heard was also good.
Yeah.
Kinds of kindness. That's a weird one.
Kinds
Okay.
of kindness.
Yeah,
Listen,
but either way-
I've always said this. I personally don't care what a character looks like compared to the game or compared to whatever, as long as the actor is good, as long as the writing is good. To me, that matters more than anything. But the same people that are bitching that Snape is black, that fucking, Bella Ramsey, the fucking the chopped of us, like all those fucking same people are now saying, oh, we don't want Hunter Schafer to be Legend of Zelda because she's not a real woman. And it's just like, brother.
Shut up, bro. Shut the
That's the
fuck
most
up.
ignorant. That's the most ignorant fucking shit I've ever heard. Again, that's literally your only fucking issue. It's like, grow the fuck up, dude.
I don't know. That's
I
the
think
thing.
that
It's like people fail to forget that when it comes to art shit, the most creative people are mostly typically the most liberal in a sense that like in order to make art you need to push boundaries. Art is not meant to be boring. Art is not meant to be conservative. Art is meant to be the highest level of freedom and of human expression as possible.
Yes,
And what the
agreed.
fuck are we doing here, bro? It's like we're fucking policing art now. What the fuck? What kind of fucking
Nah, we ain't doing that.
here, bro? What the fuck is going on, bro?
We ain't doing that shit. We're not doing that shit here, bro.
Stasi, bro.
Listen, people also forget. I mean, like, this is kind of crazy, but one of the best writers of all time considered is Shakespeare, and a lot of his actors were all men playing women and shit. Like, yeah. Again, art has come so far that I feel like this is the next boundary of pushing it. Again, Elliot Page and Umbrella Academy.
It's like Umbrella Academy, exactly.
It's like, what are we doing here? Good actor is good actor. I don't give a fuck what they were born. I don't fucking care.
Exactly.
Good acting is good acting, bro. Like we're doing this weird shit where it's like
are supposed to be what they're not. Again, we're gonna fucking hire Tim Buddy, so we're gonna fucking find a real serial killer and hire him. No, No,
It's an actor.
It's an
He's
actor.
acting.
Like that.
That's
It's like,
also why I hate the
man.
narrative of like, oh, we hate a show or oh, we hate the writing. Let's attack the actors. It's like,
oh
no,
yeah, like
dude.
Abby. Say what we want about Abby. What's her name? The voice actor for
Caitlin,
Abby.
Caitlin Dever. Yeah.
Fucking magnificent woman, man. She got so much death threats for the performance. Like, I don't understand that. Her performance was phenomenal. And
Not even just her, but Laura Bailey as well, who played the Abby in the game.
Laura Bailey as well.
And
yeah.
the face model.
And
the face model. The face model has a TikTok and an active Twitch channel.
Again, Laura Bailey, one of the greatest fucking voice actors of our generation, up there with Troy Baker.
She's in my top 5.
Up there with
100%.
Troy Baker. Like, she has voiced so many good fucking people. Like, people don't understand.
Yes.
And people, again, actors are vessels, people. Actors are vessels. They don't write. They don't make the character. They only portray the character. There is no point sending death threats to the person that doesn't even fucking write the words the character says. That make sense,
even if they're one of those weird Disney actors that are saying blatantly stupid shit, like the person who played Snow White. Again, to me, that is you as a person. I'm sorry, that is you as a person. And if you want to not like someone for who they are as a person, that is well within your rights as a fucking human being. Yeah, it's a free country. But don't hate them for something they're doing in a fucking movie or a show. That is childish.
Yeah, exactly, childish and immature.
That is childish.
Stupidity.
Again, bad writing is the writer's fault. Why aren't writers getting more fucking hate? Again, Dan and Dave, man, they got off easy, bro. They got off easy. Oh yeah, Craig Mason. Oh yeah, Abby is more competent than Ellie. Abby is actually competent. It's like, again, dude, we are not doing enough actual criticism of the writers as we are doing to the actors, which is like, again, if an actor can't act, okay, get a different. Again, that's whatever. Actor, like, again, it ain't for you, bro. But I'm not gonna sit there and send. Again, people who send IRL death threats are fucking crazy.
You gotta kill yourself.
They're crazy. I mean, after watching that fucking magazine Dreams comments, that is people like that exist, and that's fucked up,
bro. It's fucked up.
Again, they did it with Rose and Star Wars. Like they did it with her.
Hate, this world has enough hate. Let's fucking calm down, people.
I mean, but you know, honestly. Yeah, Rose, they completely gutted her from fucking Rise of Skywalker because she got so many death threats from Last Jedi. Again, the director's fault, the writer's fault, but she got shot on for it.
Caitlyn Kennedy's fault. Kaylee Kennedy?
Yeah, but somehow she gets blamed for it. Yeah. Again, Adam Driver got fucking shit on because he said, kill the past. Again, it's like he didn't write that. The writer wrote that. And again, it's said by the bad guy, the guy we're supposed to disagree with. It's like, I'm the spy. It's like people are like, there's some bad. Again, somehow Palpatine returned. It's like, again, Oscar Isaac is an actor, bro. Who fucking cares? It's like people
really put me in that flashback. Jesus Christ! I remember the second I read that title card in the fucking theater. So I was like, yeah, I'm done. All right, I'm done. fucking. Somehow Palpatine returned.
Okay. It's like, yeah, dude. on the dead speak. But this year so far, I mean, for movies has been pretty good. I mean,
it's been insane.
Mission Impossible came out. The new Mission Impossible.
Final one, man.
What do you think of it? I haven't watched it. What do you think about it?
Now, Tom Cruise, what he does, I don't know what the fuck Scientology is injecting in that man's veins, but that man has got it. I will give him that. All in all, it kind of gave me the same ending as 007, Daniel Craig, where it says
No Time to Die,
where it didn't really feel like the grand ending of it, but it was still an ending. The only gripe, my guy, the first fucking hour is flashbacks. Remember this? It's remember berries. Remember this? Remember? And I get the whole, it's a celebration of Tom Cruise and the Mission Impossible franchise, but you didn't have to dedicate the first fucking hour of the 3-hour movie.
The first hour? Really?
It's like, okay, remember, I don't know which Mission Impossible this was, but it's when he goes into the bank and he drops the knife and the knife falls, and then the guy finds the knife, like, oh, I found the knife. They showed that scene like 4 or 5 times in the movie. Like, well, remember this scene where the knife drops and that? It's like,
because again, I think if it's the final movie, you should do like a tribute to all the movies, like the opening of the movie. Again, a great example is like a Spectre from 007. That opening with fucking Sam Smith singing "Writing on the Walls." It shows the flashbacks of all the other villains and all the other movies that have led up to this point. Even though that wasn't the ending of the franchise, it still was like a cool tribute to all the movies that have come before that.
100%.
It's one of my favorite. Again, James Bond always nails the openings. Again, Mission Impossible to me is like
Mission Impossible nailed the openings. Other than this one, I'm telling you, I was like, I texted you, bro, this shit is ass. And then the credit, then the Mission Impossible thing started, then the title screen, and after the title screen, shit gets good. It gets
An
good.
hour of time. An hour?
It maybe not an hour, but it's a minute. It's a
long
minute.
time. It's a long time. Okay.
And it's like it's also crazy how much of the previous movie it recommends. Because again, I think this movie goes into it as if the audience didn't watch what's it called? Dead Reckoning, the other one.
The first one, yeah.
The first one.
Yeah.
And I guess a lot of people didn't, but I definitely did like this more than Dead Reckoning. Dead Reckoning might be my least favorite because again, once the title screen calls off and he starts doing Mission Impossible shit, he does some crazy shit. I'm not gonna lie.
He's doing it practically.
Shit.
I mean, give us one of them. You remember one of them? Like one of the stunts he does?
Which is not a spoiler because it's all over the poster, and that's the one thing they promoted the most was him being on that fucking plane, bro. Literally, what's it like the stunt plane? It was fucking doing cartwheels. Him hanging onto the fucking latch. Him talking about that when you're up there and you're going that fast, you literally cannot breathe. So he had to like hold his breath while doing the fucking stunts, while hanging out. Like they were high up, but there are also points where we're flying low to the mountain. One mistake, you're fucked up. Like you're 30, 20 feet from the ground, going fucking on the plane, hanging off the fucking wing. It was insane.
The first three movies, I remember that they were using stunt doubles for a lot of the stunts, and he said, "Okay, I'm just gonna produce these movies now."
Yeah.
And ever since, I would say, listen, Mission Impossible 1, 2, and 3 is a completely different vibe from Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol onward. Completely different vibe. I feel like if you wanted to start with Ghost Protocol, you totally could.
That's where I usually start people.
You totally could. Because me personally, I wish it would have ended with Fallout because Fallout was so good. Fallout's probably the best one.
Fallout's the best one by far. Best one.
Fallout's the best one. I would have loved it to end right there because again, you have a trilogy, then a new trilogy. Now it's over. But no, they do two more, and again, they're good movies. But again, it's like, you're going there for the stunts. You're going there for the acting. Like, Tom Cruise is still a good actor. People forget he's still a great actor.
He's an amazing actor. Yeah.
The score is really good. Again, that Mission Impossible typical score. Everything.
That's the thing, my guy. That's the one. I'll say one minor spoiler. They don't even fucking play the Mission Impossible theme until the credits. My guy, like you, it's like, he's like, you see Tom Cruise's face, and then it's like we waited till the very end to play the fucking iconic theme song. That's one thing I like. Oh come on, how is this a celebration if we don't even celebrate the fucking main theme song of the fucking thing? But all in all, I do think it's a great. I think it stuck the landing slightly better than the No Time to Die. I do think I would say it better than No Time to Die.
I would say No Time to Die is a pretty weak ending to the Bond series.
Yeah.
I think it's my second least favorite or third least favorite. But again, I would say that 007 movies have spanned over so long that it's kind of hard to like rank them because to be honest with you, there's only two really good ones that everyone should just watch: Casino Royale and Skyfall.
And they're both Daniel Craig. Let's just
and again, the other ones are like, Spectre's kind of mid.
Spectre was because Spectre. What was the
Quantum of Solace
was because of the writer's strike. So that was like an inevitable fucking.
I recently rewatched Quantum of Solace like a few years ago. I remember. Listen, the first hour is good. Okay. I forgot how cool that opening was.
I never seen it.
The opening to the movie was fucking sick, and then the movie just got bad. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Again,
so they had the writers the first half, and then the writers strike after.
The way it ends is just kind of dumb. Like, okay, this is kind of stupid. But again,
I don't like the fact that the final mission, the big bad of the end of the day, was just AI. That's like, okay, so an AI entity was the big bad.
That was it.
Yeah, it was introduced in Dead Reckoning. The final boss.
Okay, okay.
So like it expanded onto this. So like again, it was like a nameless, faceless entity.
That's what I loved about Fallout. We got Henry Cavill, spoiler, but we got him. We got the fucking guy who was in Possum, Sean Harris, Solomon Lane.
Harris,
he was also in Rogue Nations as well. And again, we got him as the main bad guy for that.
We have a second in command of the AI that is, the face of the bad guy. But he did good. For what they give to him, he did good. But he is definitely the weakest villain.
I'll be honest with you.
He's not the main villain. He's the second in command.
If you've never watched Mission Impossible, in my opinion, you should just watch Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nations, Fallout, and you can kind of stop. Like you could keep watching. You could keep watching these movies, but Fallout is so good, man. Like I remember Henry Cavill again, the fucking cocking his biceps. Like again, bro, I feel like this movie it desperately needed a second like supporting character. Like I feel like the first Dead Reckoning didn't really have that.
No.
It really much is just
it was a new character. What's his name? Again, they introduced a new character in the last two movies, and we're supposed to. That's like him passing the torch off to them. It's like, okay, I get it, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't want to go into spoilers, but I'm gonna fuck it. No, fuck it. It's kind of in the same sense of Star Wars, where they kind of kill the main cast off, and then they replace it with a new cast, and then they okay, well, here's the torch guys to the new generation, essentially. So by the end of the movie, he pretty much has like, in a sense, a new posse-ish kind of. Like,
Well, I will say this: that is pretty typical Mission Impossible, because the first Mission Impossible movie literally starts off with this whole team dying.
oh yeah,
That's
can't forget that they showed it about 3 fucking times. The elevator, the dude in the elevator dying. They showed it like 4 fucking times. Flashback.
Literally, the first Mission Impossible starts off with the entire squad just getting blown up and him jumping into a fucking river and swimming out of there. Like again,
Yeah.
the first Mission Impossible starts off with this whole team dying. So I mean, maybe they're trying to pay tribute to the old movies, but shit, dude.
But I guess it's weird because again, the last 4 or 5 movies they don't do that, but then the last 2 they kind of fucking pull it up and then do it again. Which again,
This shit isn't
fair
Suicide
enough.
Squad. It's not Suicide Squad. It's not
Yeah.
fucking every mission's a new. No, it's not. It's the Mission Impossible group. But again, it's
I do like the fact that the new female lead besides Tom Cruise, it wasn't romance, it was more friendship. I do like that fact. Because like
I
again,
love that.
'cause most of the female leads in in those is like Tom Cruise ends up falling in love. This one is more like it was a mentorship, and I like that.
well, he
aspect of it.
has a wife. He has a wife that's like moved on from him technically.
No,
in
she's married
Fallout.
now, though. Yeah.
Yeah, she's married to a whole other guy now. But
Yeah.
again, he has a love interest that he still, I guess, is
He's
still
never
like,
gonna
you
let
know.
go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But okay, his other love interest, the newest one died in Dead Reckoning. In the last movie,
Yeah.
remember? Yeah, she died. So it's like, okay, so like it would have been odd for him to get a new love interest in the final sequence. But again, I think Fallout did way better in the grand scheme of things, like feeling scope and like feeling tension and like you feeling anxiety, like, oh my god, is it gonna blow up? Is it gonna blow up? Is it? I don't know. In this one, it felt not like that, but again, it was endings. When it comes to endings, it was a good ending. You know, I fucked with it.
Yeah, I
liked
mean,
it.
I think this year so far has been great for me. I heard the Final Destination movie is actually really good.
I heard that too
possibly
as
like
well.
the best one. Like, we got to watch that.
Bring her back. The famous Raka Raka YouTubers that may talk to me. They made another one called Bring Her Back, and I heard this one goes batshit crazy. I'm gonna try to watch it this week so I can talk about it next podcast episode.
Yeah, we have to. I mean, also we did watch Warfare. We do have a full. We did finally did a movie watch along to Warfare.
Yeah, so yeah, we have a movie watch along. We're doing that. We're gonna do bad movie nights. We have a lot of plans. It's pretty exciting. Working editing on a lot of stuff. If you guys made it this far, thank you. Nerdvana Podcast on all platforms: Spotify, YouTube, TikTok. We're gonna have have a lot of new stuff in the work, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
All right, peace out, guys.